Hello, fans. My name is Aaron Hurt here with a very special announcement, joined by Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly, of course, the new PWA Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations once again on that honor that you achieved at our Red, White, and Bruised event just a few short weeks ago. But we're here to share with the fans the news about the conversation you had with PWA management with regards to the status of the U.S. Championship.
Status of the U.S. Championship. First off, let me say it was an amazing feeling to be the first ever PWA dual champion. Talked with the offices, and they said that even though I'm willing to, I cannot be defending both titles at the same time, so I must relinquish one. It was an honor holding the United States Championship, but I'm choosing to stick with the Heavyweight Championship and going to relinquish the United States Championship. I wish the best of luck to whoever gets to carry this belt next. It's a great honor. Good luck to you guys.
Well, good luck to you on your heavyweight championship reign. May you have many successful defenses. And fans, there you have it. The U.S. title is now up for grabs. We'll find out what happens very soon. Stay tuned to PWAOhio.com. Hello, wrestling fans. Aaron Hurt here with you to call another great hour of Premier Wrestling Alliance. We're back in the PWA arena with a dejected former champion, Mr. 5-Star Gary Gandy. Some turmoil, some tension in the camp of he and his associate Will.
Shut up. I don't go booing you when you're mowing lawns for $5 an hour, so don't boo me. Listen, at Red, White, and Bruised, there's a lot of fingers to be pointed at a certain individual, but it's not me. I didn't become a two-time, actually, the very first two-time PWA Heavyweight Champion by being a loser. I am not to blame. Because if one certain individual would have done exactly what I told him to do, I would be standing still your PWA Heavyweight Champion. Will, you had one job and one job only, and I know English and talking is not your strong suit, but the fact is, I am a winner, and me surrounding myself with a whole bunch of scumbags like these people in Lancaster, Ohio, is the same reason why you moved here, is you want to be like each and every one of these stupid people. The thing is, I have done everything I could have done to... The fact of the matter... Shut up!
Sure, we all saw this reaction coming from Gary Gandy.
He's not that stupid. Don't listen to these people. The fact is that if you would have took Randy down at the beginning of Red, White, and Bruised, we won't be having this conversation. I am the greatest thing that PWA's ever seen. I make sure you guys have entertainment every single Saturday. I make sure Will has a place to go at night when he's sleeping with his bimbo girlfriend. I make sure that you are exactly what I say you are, a loser. And somehow I drug you along, and yeah, you drug me down just a little bit, but look who you're talking to, Mr. 5-Star Gary Gandy, and there's nothing these people can do for you or anybody else.
Oh my! Oh, Will's clearly not gonna stand for that.
Will.
I think Gandy realizes just what he may have done.
Listen, I know you're angry. Let's calm down. I'm sorry, Will. Sorry.
Gandy having a bit of an identity crisis with the loss of his championship.
I know you have Cody Blaze here tonight. Actually, we have Cody Blaze. I'm going to make sure everything is right in line. You're going to be a winner. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I'll be by your side just like all the other time. Shut up!
Gandy offering to make peace. But as you heard him say, Will is set to face Mr. TCB, the Cody Blaze, coming up here next on the program. That match is coming up right after this, fans.
Shut up, you guys don't know people.
Hello, PWA fans. My name is Aaron Hurt, here to tell you all about how you can keep up with PWA online. Just search PWA Ohio on Facebook or on YouTube, or check out PWAOhio.com for all of the latest information about upcoming events, the latest videos and highlights of past events, and interviews with your favorite PWA wrestlers. So make sure that you like and follow all of those pages. That's PWAOhio.com, PWA Ohio on Facebook, and PWA Ohio on YouTube. And follow along with all of us here from Premier Wrestling Alliance, and we hope to see you at the PWA Arena very soon. His opponent, 245 pounds from Champaign, Illinois, he is Mr. TCB, the Cody Blaze. Being dethroned by Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly, of course, in our last episode. Will's opponent, Mr. TCB, the Cody Blaze, man, has had a few tough losses as of late, but a few very hard-fought victories as well. Oh, Will quickly gets the pinning predicament on Blaze. Goes for it again. Will comes up with the arm, full arm drag and twist. A lot of intensity even in just basic maneuvers from Will. Clearly something to prove to Gandy. Might not. Oh, kick from Blaze, and he comes up with the arm wringer. Will might have lost a little confidence in his benefactor in light of recent events. Cody Blaze knows that a victory against somebody like Will would help vault him up the rankings. Will comes up with that head scissors out of the side headlock takeover, but Blaze escaped, but couldn't avoid the big leg drop from Will. Got some tremendous height on that. Will has quite a bit of raw potential. Even someone as myopic as Gary Gandy was able to spot that. Oh, another shoulder block. Levels Blaze. Will again one step ahead, ducks both the elbows, leapfrog. Oh, Blaze just barely made it over on that leapfrog. Took a knee, but comes up with a drop toe hold. Great back and forth action between these two. Oh, but that's the difference maker. Big power slam. Didn't show a strength there from Will, taking the bigger man Blaze, who outweighs him by some 65 pounds or more. It does appear that Gandy and Will are back on the same page. Gandy perched in the front row among the fans he claims to despise. Will slows the action down here. Keeping Cody Blaze in a position where he has to work to get back to a vertical base while Will can re-strategize and catch his breath. Gandy now back at ringside. You see Will connect with that knee to the abdomen and a snap suplex. Clearly did some damage to Cody Blaze by the look on his face. Still not enough to put him away, and can't come up with the leg drop the second time. Blaze puts a little bit extra on that elbow drop. And then a seated drop kick. Stringing a few moves together here. Looking to add a little bit more disappointment to Will's night so far. Blaze setting up for something here. Oh, double springboard into the elbow. New trick in the playbook there for Cody Blaze. That's going to be the key to his survival in the PWA, is his ability to adapt and evolve his offense. Oh, sling blade. Will smartly follows up with a cover, but very nonchalant. Left Blaze plenty of opportunity to get that left shoulder out, although he is favoring it, seemingly. And now Blaze avoids a pair of elbows. Comes up with that Scorpion Death Drop. Both men down here. Will getting some encouragement from Gandy, if that's what you want to call it. We saw what his idea of encouragement was to open the program. Let's see if it makes a difference in the results for Will. Blocks the right hand. Cody Blaze gets the better of that slugfest. Will takes a clothesline. Goes down off another charge. Oh, nice. Double underhook suplex there from Blaze. Pulls Will away from the ropes, but Gandy, seeing no other way to help Will, just jumps up on the apron to distract the referee. Oh, springboard forearm. That takes care of Gandy, but Will's back to his feet. Big sidewalk slam, and that might be it for Cody Blaze.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Wicked Will.
Great action, fans. Great victory for Will. Proving that he still has a place in the camp of Gary Gandy. He's still desperate enough to need such company. Fans will be back to talk about this match, get you ready for what else we have to come on the program, and much, much more. Here on another great hour of PWA Wrestling. Back in action once again following up on everything that went down at Red, White, and Bruce, and we'll be back for more very soon. Fans, you just saw Will get a big victory despite the encouragement or lack thereof from his benefactor, five-star Gary Gandy, still having quite a bit of time adjusting to life as an ex-champion. We'll have more on that story later in the broadcast. Also still to come on the show, we've got a huge six-man tag team match that we'll be getting to very soon, but we want to let you know about our main event, Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly making his first defense of the PWA Heavyweight Championship that he captured from five-star Gary Gandy in our last episode from Red, White, and Bruised 2018. We'll have him defending against Southern Knight Brian Blade to close things out. But as I said, fans, we're going to come back with a huge six-man tag team match featuring two sets of former PWA tag team champions. And it's going to get all sorts of interesting from here, fans. PWA fans, Aaron Hurt here with you. If you like what you are seeing on YouTube, then don't miss the opportunity to see the action live and in person. The first Saturday of every month at the PWA Arena, 737 Slocum Avenue in Lancaster. Premier Wrestling Alliance is in action, plus select dates in towns near you. Check out PWAOhio.com for tickets for not just the arena events, but all events. Arena events start at $5. And that's PWAOhio.com for all of your ticket information. Back with big six-man tag team action. Former tag team champions, Outlaw Tony James, franchise player Chris Pruitt joining forces with Mr. Center there, Jimmy Fahrenheit, to take on Morgan Taylor, L.A. Cordova, and their hired gun, Bjorn. As you can see, nothing was settled at Red, White, and Bruised between any of these men. Taylor and Cordova back in what they consider appropriate ring attire. They made a whole new class of friends when they were wearing those dresses. But that's a subject for another time. Fahrenheit, deep arm drag. And takes Taylor over a second time. Both men trying to stay one step ahead of their opponent. Cordova recklessly charges in, gets caught, flung out of the corner with the monkey flip, exchange to franchise player Chris Pruitt. Keeps up the momentum and the intensity. Cordova grabbing for anything he can hold on to. The follically challenged trio over there of Fahrenheit, Taylor, and Pruitt. Much more hirsute on the other side, especially with Bjorn and that sweater that Morgan Taylor wears to the ring. I'm spending far too much time at taking shots at certain members of one team that I need to focus on the action here, because Chris Pruitt just tried to decapitate L.A. Cordova with that bottom rope. And again, puts a ton of pressure on the neck. A reversal. Oh, but hesitated just a second. Gave Pruitt enough time to raise the right foot. Oh, but this time Pruitt, the one who set his head too early, telegraphed that backdrop. And although it may be bending the rules, this is very deliberate strategy and very smart strategy from the trio comprised of Taylor, Cordova, and Bjorn. At glory hounds that these two guys are, they've neglected to tag in the fresher, bigger man, Bjorn, who's going to take it upon himself to get a little piece of Tony James while the action continues in the ring. One referee is probably not enough to contain this level of animosity. Pruitt still in the wrong part of town. Out on the apron, Taylor tries to throw a few forearms, effective nonetheless. And now Cordova back to work. Whatever satisfaction they derived from not having to wear those dresses any longer, they're still clearly dismayed by how quickly those tag team titles came and went. I, for one, would try to forget all about that night if I were them as well, but you can go back and watch it on YouTube. Oh, slingshot suplex to finish off the trio. Shades of Tully Blanchard there, who used that maneuver with tremendous success some time ago in pro wrestling. Oh! Pruitt and James and their partner Jimmy Fahrenheit bring that same attitude to the match here in 2018. This man Bjorn is from another era altogether. Something far more prehistoric about him. Oh, charges across all 430 pounds, just crushes Tony James in that corner. And takes him up, Samoan drop. Impressive. Not to mention devastating. Not even going for the cover, just grinds his forearm into the back of the neck until his partners take it upon themselves to alleviate the suffering as best they can. Starting to break down here in Lancaster, but the referee able to get it back down to the legal men, Bjorn and outlaw Tony James. Oh, my! Here, Taylor and Cordova impatient with Bjorn. Again, referee just completely losing control of this. Comes down to Morgan Taylor and Tony James. Could not be two more diametrically opposed personalities. James still able to power out. I don't know if on his best day Morgan Taylor truly has what it takes to handle Tony James, especially when he's in a bad mood, and he couldn't be in a worse mood after losing the tag team titles. Oh, winds up and floors Taylor with that lariat. James thinks little of the antics of Taylor. Makes the tag to Pruitt, who comes in from the second rope, drops the forearm. Cordova to the rescue, and now Bjorn seeing an opportunity to dish out a little bit more punishment. Oh my! Jimmy Fahrenheit able to take the big 430-pounder off his feet with that cross body. They continue to go at it on the outside. Tony James down in one corner, 2-on-1 on Chris Pruitt. Double clothesline. Legal men in the ring right now. Great opportunity for Pruitt to try to come up with some kind of pinning combination. He's going for that submission hold he favors, that Pruitt clutch, and there's nowhere for Morgan Taylor to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Mr. Center of the Earth Jimmy Fahrenheit, Outlaw Tony James, and the franchise player Chris Pruitt.
Great action here, fans, as we move along. We got a big main event coming up. We've got the PWA title on the line. Randy making his first defense, plus much more. But there you see the victorious trio of Pruitt, James, and Fahrenheit standing tall once again in the PWA ring. Lots more still to come on the program, fans. Big PWA title match in our main event. But let's talk about the six-man action you just witnessed. The former tag team champions, franchise player Chris Pruitt, Outlaw Tony James, very intense. Not content to rest on their laurels after losing those championships. You know they will force their way back into the tag team title championship picture very soon. But we're going to send you to the conclusion of a match featuring our former heavyweight champion, five-star Gary Gandy, taking on one half of the new tag team champions, John D. Crazy Hillbilly. Pay close attention to how this incident concludes, fans. Definitely tell you a lot about the state of affairs between Will and five-star Gary Gandy at the moment. We'll be back with all of that and much more, but we're going to go to ringside to see John D. Crazy Hillbilly and former champion five-star Gary Gandy in action. This has been great action in this match here, fans. Gandy comes up with a thumb to the eye. Had his problems with the Hillbillies, even with Will's help. Drags one into the ring. Now Will's in here. Referee's lost complete control. Big John D takes care of Will. Juan's still not done with him. I think the referee might have to throw this match out. Oh! Juan got a little bit excited there. Ended up missing that big cross body. Finds himself out here in the front row. Will on the apron. Oh, reversal. Oh, meeting of the minds. Leaves Gandy vulnerable. John D comes up from behind. Can he finish off Gandy? Oh my! Huge leg lariat. What an upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, one half of the tag team champions, John D. Crazy Hillbilly.
There you see our new tag team champions, Anita, Juan, and John D. the Crazy. Let's see what transpires here. Despite what we saw earlier, Will there to help Gandy back up to his feet. I don't know. What are we going to see? Again, he's giving him grief. Hate to tell you, Gandy, but Will wasn't the one that got pinned. Hauls off once again. The second time tonight we've seen him haul off and slap Will in the face. And Will's had enough. He just flattened Gandy. I hate to say it, but that's been a long time coming, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. Will finally shows a little bit of backbone, standing up for himself. Hello, PWA fans. My name is Aaron Hurt, here to tell you all about how you can keep up with PWA online. Just search PWA Ohio on Facebook or on YouTube, or check out PWAOhio.com for all of the latest information about upcoming events, the latest videos and highlights of past events, and interviews with your favorite PWA wrestlers. So make sure that you like and follow all of those pages. That's PWAOhio.com, PWA Ohio on Facebook, and PWA Ohio on YouTube. And follow along with all of us here from Premier Wrestling Alliance, and we hope to see you at the PWA Arena very soon.
It is now time for tonight's main event. It is a one-fall contest with a 60-minute time limit, and it is for the PWA Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger, weighing in tonight at 315 pounds, from Oklahoma City, the Southern Knight, Brian Blade. At a weight of 301 pounds, from the hills of West Virginia, he is your PWA Heavyweight Champion, Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly.
Kentucky, the
he is, fans, the new PWA Heavyweight Champion, Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly. But it doesn't get any easier for him after his big victory at Red, White, and Bruised, because his first defense is against the likes of the Southern Knight, Brian Blade, whom we know quite well on any given night can get the job done. Fans of Randy, of which there are, I would say, arguably hundreds in the building at the moment. They have to be concerned about Randy's ability to prepare for this match. Just a few short weeks after Red, White, and Bruised. Brian Blade has certainly earned this opportunity. Some may say he's in the twilight of his career, but he's proven that he's still got quite a bit left to offer, at least when the stakes are as big as this, because he's starting off with all sorts of emotion and energy, putting the full court press on Randy right out of the gate. Big cannonball clearly stunned Randy. And smart strategy from Blade. He needs to overwhelm Randy. And needs to make sure that Randy doesn't have any opportunities to get things going in his favor. Gonna have to be careful though, Blade is, if he doesn't pay attention to that referee's count, he can cost himself his title opportunity by being disqualified. A tremendous amount of focus you can see on the face of the Southern Knight. Knows that these opportunities don't come along on a regular basis when you're talking about heavyweight championship matches. You've got to walk through that door when it opens in front of you. Randy certainly sees the opportunity at Red, White, and Bruised against five-star Gary Gandy. And he doesn't look like he's ready to lay down for anybody yet. Able to weather the early torrent of offense. Now Randy beginning to exert his will on Brian Blade. Gets that 315 pounds moving in one direction. And then Randy follows up with his 300 plus. You can see how fired up he is. Couldn't be more proud to defend the PWA Heavyweight Championship here in front of a packed house at the PWA Arena. Could not be more proud to represent the organization. Oh! Shortcut there from Blade. Fans may disapprove, but under these circumstances, Blade with a little showboating there, neglecting to hook the leg. Might have wasted a great opportunity. Working on the wrist and the elbow. As he got in mind here, trying to get Randy. Oh my! Truly vicious maneuver there. Now Blade staking out that right arm. Randy had to know he would face this kind of competition every single night. Now that he is not just a major player, he's the champion. Top wrist lock. Randy powers back up to his feet though. Very basic wrestling strategy from both of these men, but Randy now gets the leverage. See the torque that he's able to exert. Just shoves Blade across as his attention turns to Bjorn, who's emerged from the backstage. Oh! And Blade seizes the opportunity, pulls out a drop kick. I wonder if Bjorn is out here of his own volition, if he was dispatched by somebody. Clearly he's there to intimidate Randy, send a message to Randy about what may be awaiting him if he survives this match, which has become more and more in question as we've gone on here. Blade very impressive. His quest to capture the PWA Championship. Randy's reign may be short-lived. Reeling from those right hands. Bjorn still glaring at the action in the ring. I would say from a safe distance, but I don't know what distance is safe enough from Bjorn. You saw what he did earlier in that six-man match. I had a little trouble getting Randy over for the snapmare, but made it happen. Now ascends to the second rope. Trying to zero in on a prone Randy. Oh, just crashes down with that diving headbutt. Came down on his knees first. That affected the impact slightly. I'm sure wasn't pleasant for Blade, but it might have made the difference in Randy being able to get his shoulder out. Blade's starting to wonder what it's going to take to keep Randy down for any length of time. He's given him his best shot and then some. Oh! Blade surveys the scene. Senton drapes the arm over for the cover, but not in position. Not in position for the cover to hook the leg. I think Blade's attention is focused at least intermittently on Bjorn. Sure, he has to wonder if Blade gets things going in his direction, if Bjorn might just jump in to try to disrupt the proceedings. I'm trying to stay focused on the action as well. Randy fires back up. Floors Blade with a huge right hook. And now headed up to the top rope with his eyes still fixed on Bjorn in the background there. Blade tries to make it back to his feet, but Randy perched. Oh my, flies off with a huge clothesline. but not able to take advantage. Referee with the 10 count on both men. The first man to get back to his feet will clearly be in the driver's seat going forward here. Can't be much left in either man's gas tank, if you will, the way they've been going at it here in this main event, as it should be with the PWA Heavyweight Championship on the line. Crowd, as always, firm in their support of Randy. Oh, low drop kick targeted on the knee. Perhaps out of desperation from Blade. But it may be time for something desperate if Blade wants to become the new champion. Blade again headed up to the high rent district. Had little success his first trip and even less the second time because he gets deposited with a huge slam. Looks Randy still trying to get his wits about him. As he retained his title right here, covers, hooks the leg, 2. Oh! Referee right there to see the shoulder come out at the last second. Randy's taking off that wrist tape. Looked like he had something in mind, but instead, right back to work, caught up. Oh! Thwarts the attempt at the neck breaker, turns it into a slam, hooks the leg.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still the PWA Heavyweight Champion, Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly.
There you hear it, fans. Great action in the main event. Bjorn clearly sending a message to Randy that he wants a shot at that title. Take nothing away from Brian Blade on this night, but Randy shows the qualities that make him a champion once again here on PWA. Lots of things to comment on, fans, as we wrap up another great edition of the program. Let's talk about Wicked Will and 5-star Gary Gandy. You saw Will stand up for himself. Most people would say a long overdue reaction to the abuse that he has suffered from Mr. 5-star Gary Gandy, but Will responded physically to that abuse and sent a message for sure to Gary Gandy. We'll have to see how he responds if things continue to go south between these two gentlemen as things move along, with Gary Gandy having to adjust to life as an ex-champion. Now, the main event was, of course, very exciting as well. Randy with a hard-fought victory over the tough challenge from Southern Knight, Brian Blade. We have to address the presence of Bjorn coming out to ringside, definitely making sure Randy knew that he was there, and you have to imagine that his sights are set on that championship belt now around the waist of Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly. And we started off the program with another big announcement about the U.S. title that Randy had to vacate. We expect to have more clarification on that issue in the coming weeks, but next week, fans, we're going to have a humongous announcement from the PWA Board of Directors set to have far-reaching implications and ramifications on every aspect of the PWA, so make sure that you don't miss that. So, fans, that will do it for another edition of PWA Wrestling. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you're here next week to see that big announcement and find out what it means for the future of Premier Wrestling Alliance.